Okay, everybody, welcome back. I think we finally figured out on our last full day of ReaperCon, we've figured out how to this streaming setup. So here we are. We're back out in the kind of like lobby area because the main room is already so full of people. Uh, yeah. So last night we had some awesome friends visit us, and this we were planning the stream, but it wasn't. It was weird, so we didn't do the stream. But I did paint up a little bit of this. Oh, here we go. Look at that focus. It's amazing when focus works, huh? So this is Army Speed Painter paints, the new ones. I was pretty happy with them.
Yeah.
Uh,
Everyone at our table, I was continuing to paint the pumpkin-headed bugbear, but our two friends and Eric all use speed paint. Eric on that one and the other two on their own minis. And I was so angry that they were all done with minis in less time than it took for me to, not angry, but like I felt like a chump because I'm still working on my bugbear. Many sessions and hours later, and everybody else was like done, and so I am going to start a new mini in the midst of painting my bugbear. It's obviously a frog. Well, for whatever reason,
it gave us the one focus we're gonna get.
Yep, and I'll take it. Anyway, it's a little frog wearing an apron with a cleaver and a trident.
Yeah.
Maybe it's like
He's a fisherman frog.
pizza peel, but for rubber or ribs, like racks of meat. You know, like a meat fork.
I think it's for catching fishes and chopping them up.
Well, Eric would know more than I would about the logistics of fishing. He's a professional World of
He's a
Warcraft
swamp
fisher.
guy. He sticks his trident into a fish, like a catfish. He pulls it up, chops its head off with a cleaver,
I see what you're saying. I guess it's
and
a
then
little
throws
bit.
it into his little basket.
It's a little silly to me because at the end of the day, he's a frog. So you figure he'd just
He's a merchant.
okay. Most important to me, maybe, is that he has buttons.
Yeah. Oh, there you go. There you go. I gotta take a look at the front while we're here.
Yeah. So it's super cute, and I will be using speed paint, which I have never used before. Neither the product, I've used Army Paint washes before, but I haven't used speed paint or any of the other cheater paints. I don't subscribe to the belief that these are cheating, but you know, some people call them that, so I'll use that as the catch-all word. So first I'm going to prime it, so I'm just going to do a quick Reaper brush-on primer, and then I'll get going on colors.
Yep. So this is a stone golem, and we painted him like the sandstone-y color, but I'm going to give him some really colorful accents. I'm going for kind of like a Central American inspiration, I guess, with like bright, bold colors. Thinking of like coatl, the wing snake thing.
Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm.
And so we'll see. This is one that might look like a clown.
Clown Factory exploded.
Clown factory exploded.
Or a clown threw up.
Yeah.
We'll see what happens.
We'll see what happens. And I'm going to start off with some green using Squog Green.
There's not as much left as he would like. I tried to paint with it the other day and it was clogged and I didn't have my pokey tool despite this getting a brand new one upstairs. And so I just squeezed with a lot of pressure and all of a sudden I had an entire paint cup full of Squog Green, and then he notified me that it was a limited edition color.
It's okay.
I know it's okay. Everything's going so smoothly.
Yeah.
We're good.
So tonight for ReaperCon, it's the big award show, and I think they'll stream it on Twitch and probably on YouTube. But that's where we're going to get. I was just looking.
Okay.
That's how we're gonna see who wins what prizes and awards, and we'll see if I'm able to keep my bronze streak going, or. Because I'm telling you, I'm real nervous about my diorama this year. Last year, I felt I was a shoo-in for a silver. I wasn't. I got the bronze. And this year, I feel my entry's weaker than last year. So, who knows? Who knows what's going to happen?
Do you recommend I use even like a dry brush for this to just really jam the primer in there?
No, because you didn't wash this, you didn't clean it first.
Yeah.
So I would just do what you're doing and then just do a second coat.
Oh, okay. I don't prime my minis. We usually wash them, but I bought this one yesterday. I'm pretty excited about it. Through various VIP boxes and stuff that we had unboxed, we had $40 in Reaper gift certificates. So we obviously got me an orange paint so I could paint my pumpkin without having to keep mixing colors, especially because, as I said, we're going on like session 8 of me painting it. So I didn't want to have to mix colors. That's not my strong suit, and to have to match a mixed color over many sessions wasn't going to be a good fit for me. So I needed orange paint, and then I picked up 2 minis, one silly looking thing and one perfect fat frog boy.
Robert.
So at home I would have just washed this and waited to paint it, but
Hot water and dish soap and toothbrush scrub.
yep.
Do. So this is a risky stream, right? Saturday morning, not exactly premium stream time. But we wanted to paint and we wanted to do some streams, and that's kind of part of the fun when we come to ReaperCon is doing these streams. So.
Yeah, and it's nice to hear from folks who have watched it after the fact, so it has some shelf life to it. Because
That's true. That's a good point.
we had, forgive me, was it Beholder Bob in the chat yesterday?
Beholder boy.
Beholder Boy, thank you. Talking about how they had seen all of our, not all of our, but one of our previous streams, even though they weren't active in the chat. So I think he had watched it after the fact. From the Netherlands, by the way. So
Yeah.
pretty exciting.
Like Dutch boy paints. Is that the Netherlands? Or is Denmark? Danish?
Netherlands is Dutch.
Yeah, okay.
I had to think about it really hard. I wasn't just letting you flail.
Thanks. So we've got some green. So this is kind of the fun. I already used my my one free focus token today.
Cashed in that gift certificate.
I did.
Oh yeah, I like that a lot. Hi, Brian Daly.
Oh,
So glad you're here.
Brian Daly. Good morning. Brian Daly. I was able to give JT a sticker, a FryMinis sticker. But, Brian Daly, I want to ask you, no Spud Club entry. Brian Daly.
I'm sorry to hear this.
I'm sorry to hear this. It's okay. We forgive you. Oh, hey,
Thank you so much.
Do you want a sticker?
You got a sticker? I'll take a sticker.
Absolutely.
Put it on my computer.
You want to say hi on the stream? It's early
Not at all.
morning. You want a big one or a little one or both? How about both?
Appreciate it, man.
There you go. Thank you.
Thank
I
you so
appreciate
I'm
much.
just gonna slap on right now.
Yeah.
Trying to organize my minis like you do, so
Oh my gosh.
Good luck
It's a
to
lot
you.
harder than
Do
it
you have
was.
3,000?
I haven't counted.
Good.
Don't think she needs to know.
Oh.
With you on that.
I saw you when you came over and you sat and I saw you look at us and I was like, oh, somebody's just looking at us.
No.
I don't
It took a
connect the
second.
dots. Yeah.
Because you're a YouTuber, so
Yeah.
Say my name instead of Con.
Yeah.
All right.
Thank you. It was great to meet you.
Highlight at Eric's Con.
Yep.
Now on camera.
That's the best part. I did not anticipate that happening.
I'm delighted.
Yeah, that was great.
How are you this morning, Brian? Oh. You go ahead.
All right, it's not popping in the chat.
It takes a minute. It just...
Nice on the nice in the JT. I did not finish it due to the school camping trip, of course, and my kid's birthday party. I will send you a pic when it's done, but alas, I have missed it. Well, we can still put it in the extra entries. It won't be valid for a competition win,
Sure.
but I can, for you, Brian, I can include you in the gallery.
That seems
I
very
think-
reasonable for Brian.
Yeah. But Brian did show me some pictures
Yeah?
of the camp.
Oh,
Have you ever heard? Did you know that Pikes Peak isn't just coffee? It's a real place.
no, I don't recall hearing about the coffee, but I'm sure you've told me about it.
Starbucks main coffee flavor is Pikes
Oh,
Peak.
okay,
Or
that
Pikes,
sounds...
Pikes Place.
Oh,
Pikes Peak?
sure. I worked at a Starbucks competitor for a time, so I don't know Starbucks coffee names. And by for a time, I mean when I was desperate for a job out of college in 2009.
But the pictures, beautiful.
Oh, I bet.
Idyllic.
Idyllic.
Idyllic. It's a long Y.
Sure it is, Eric. Whatever you need to sleep at night.
A squishy pillow. To sleep at night.
Oh,
Actually, no, that's not true. I like a hard pillow.
that's true. He does. And then he folds it in half and wads it up into a ball,
Yeah.
sleeps on it for 45 seconds, and then rolls over and just sleeps on his arm.
Yeah.
Which, and I mean this as a compliment, is more of a squishy pillow than a hard pillow.
Oh, I'm the squishy pillow.
Your arm.
Yeah. I lost track of what you were saying.
Got it. Is it okay that my brush on primer is streaky and looks bad? No.
Well, with this particular situation, yes, it's okay.
Okay.
Because you're doing one, basically you're priming for your primer.
Oh, okay.
Because
So right now it's like the crumb coat.
Yeah,
Got
exactly. What are you up to today, Brian? It's Saturday. I know Brian's a big believer in no pants Saturdays.
Me too, but here we are. Actually, I guess that's more Sunday for me. Saturday, I usually go out with my little from Big Brothers Big Sisters.
Yeah, that's true.
The challenges of an unwashed mini, truly. It's a hard knock life, you know?
I think the Statue of Liberty says something about unwashed minis.
I am mowing right now because get stuff done early. Oh. I'm mowing right now because get stuff done early. Love it. I would much rather be in Denton.
Maybe next time. When JT was over, I said you can pop on the stream and plug yourself, but he didn't want to do it.
He doesn't like to associate himself with other channels.
Yeah,
That's a joke. He didn't say.
he's like FryMinis,
Ew.
more like FryNo's.
Good one, Eric.
Hey, did we decide if we're gonna do which order we're doing for food?
No, we did not. Once we're done streaming, I figured we'd just decide what we're in the mood for, be it burgers or Mexican food.
Oh yeah, the little. These are this is a miniature for Dungeons and Dragons. So this is like a stone monster. Oh no,
No,
problem,
you're fine.
No problem. We've got about 7,000 people watching us live right now. So your voice has echoed across the world.
All over.
Yeah. Yeah.
Thank you, you too.
If anybody asks, there are 7,000 people watching right now.
Eric needed to impress a very kind old lady.
Mm-hmm. I wanted to make her feel fancy. Yep. Joel is a fairly shy guy for being such a big personality. I guess so. Yeah. Damn, I'm feeling heavily multiplied.
Do you got chills?
The mountain lion.
R.I.P.
R.I.P.
Olivia Newton-John died recently.
Oh, was she in that?
This is what I deal with every day. And again, as we've been talking about on Discord, I choose this every day.
Yeah. Because you're a good person.
I just like you. I can't help it.
We need some more ogre skin.
Okay.
Honestly, ogre skin yellow from Reaper is probably in my top 10 favorite paints.
That's amazing.
I don't know that I could build out a list,
Sure.
but that would be on the list.
Sure. That and New Gold, which I'm not allowed to use.
Cursed gold.
Cursed Gold, which I'm not allowed to use because this is very special limited edition gold and it's his favorite, so it's all his, which is fine. Obviously.
It sounds like it.
Look, it's weird for you to be possessive of something because of the two of us, you are more likely to share. So when I do come up against something you won't share, it's odd. It stands out.
Well, and I do share it. I just ask that you be very particular with it.
To be fair, because of my sisters, I have never seen the movie with Grease Lightning either. Knoll Pelt and Ogre Skin are very high on my list as well.
Knoll Pelt's a good one. That's that like sickly green.
Yeah. I'm confused about how your sisters led to you not seeing the movie with Grease Lightning. Like,
Maybe they watched it so much and he got like tired of it.
but he's never seen it. Were you like not allowed as part of their slumber parties where they'd watch it? If it weren't for my horse, I wouldn't have spent that year in college. I'm confused. I've got questions. But I can't think about it too long. Or else they'll find me dead in my bathroom. Which is a Lewis Black joke.
Yeah, from 2006.
Could be before then.
My point was that it was an old joke that nobody would get.
That's fair. But it comes up so often that I think it should be more of a thing. Like Murphy's Law, but if it weren't for my horse, I wouldn't have spent that year in college.
Sure. This has been a really fun mini to paint. It's got like lots of nice chunks,
Excuse me?
like clear, organized lines and stuff.
That's true. Yeah, it's got good divisions that make it, you don't have to be making choices about where the paint goes because it's just kind of like, or what
Yeah,
to paint consistently.
I feel like it's a Warhammer mini. Shade thrown.
I was going to say, it was really rude. I posted the link in Discord, but if you go to ReaperCon.com, you can find the listing of all of the minis that have been submitted so far. There's one more deadline by 5 o'clock today, I have learned. But the vast majority are posted now. And it's amazing. Super inspiring, humbling, for sure. And just if you're wanting to get better at painting, this is a good place to look at all of them at once. You don't have to kind of browse Reaper browse Reddit or just Google like good looking minis or how to paint minis. You can just see like a wide range of very incredible painters down to a kids competition. And I know what I just said and how I said it, but I mean it. The kids one makes my heart smile, but it's after you're humbled with all the professionals, look at the kids one and just remember that we're here for fun. You know what I mean? It's delightful. They spend far too much time kicking me off the TV to watch both Grease and Grease 2 that I have never watched it out of spite. I love that. That makes me so happy.
I totally missed that goes around to the back.
Oh, oops.
Just as I'm saying, this is an easy to paint mini.
Bum, bum, bum. It's still got clear delineation. It's just... All right, I have gotten my crumb coat of primer on my frog with apron.
You're trying to show that it's white.
I know, but you can still see the detail on it. Anyway, he's cute.
Yay.
I had nothing else to show. Not to overshare, but the main character in Grease 2, the one who isn't Michelle Pfeiffer, but the guy, was an awakening for me of sorts. He later plays Rex Manning, much older, or at least much older looking, from Empire Records for Rex Manning Day, you know? I don't know anything else that he's in.
What's Rex Manning?
Have you seen Empire Records? The one with... Then no. It won't make sense to you. Eric has seen like every How It's Made and from before 2007, I bet. And every lots of things on the History Channel. But Rex Manning was a creep. You're exactly right. He was a high school student in the movie and a total heartthrob, though, in Grease 2. So, like, completely different vibes. Completely different. Yeah, Rex Manning is a bad person.
Okay.
The entire premise of a large point of Empire Records, starring Liv Tyler and a guy and Ethan Embry, is that it's Rex Manning Day and nothing can go wrong on Rex Manning Day because at Empire Records they're hosting current musician heartthrob Rex Manning, and Liv Tyler's like so excited to meet him and make a special connection. Oh, is Renee Zellweger in that? Anyway, she's so excited to meet him and make a special connection, but then other shenanigans happen and they have to do a big fundraiser, and Liv Tyler has relations with Rex Manning, and then he like chews her up and spits her out and she feels really awful. And indeed, he is a creep.
Who is Rex Manning?
The
That
guy from
character?
Grease 2. That's all I can tell you.
John Travolta?
No. I have no idea who he is. That's all I know him from, is those two movies.
Oh.
And at the time that I had watched Grease 2, I did not have a computer, let alone IMDb, on my phone.
Eh.
Yes, Renee is in it. Okay, thank you. That was never one of my, like, favorite movies. I didn't see it until college, as opposed to, like, when people saw it in high school and thought it was really great. So I came to it late, and it just didn't stick with me the way that, you know. My favorite, like, teen comedy is Can't Hardly Wait, also starring Ethan Embry. It's solid. I love it, and I think about it all the time.
Can't hardly wait for what?
Life to Begin.
Brian Daly, Brian Daly.
Brian Daly, he'll watch your streams for you. Boom, boom, boom. Brian Daly, he's got a kid or two. Okay, my second layer of primer is going so much better than the first.
Yeah.
I was wary of how things were going to turn out. What's up?
It's looking a little thick.
Okay. First of all, thank you. Second of all, okay. Can't Hardly Wait have Jennifer? Oh, it sure did. Amanda. It also had the guy who was a young doctor in Nurse Jackie, which I watched a couple seasons of exclusively on airplanes. And the redheaded daughter from 6 Feet Under. And Seth Green. At one point, and this is something I think about a lot, Seth Green says, I better double bag it. I don't know where she's been.
Wow.
I know. But the whole joke is that he has no idea what he's doing, as if that wasn't evidence enough.
Oh, is that one in the bathroom?
Yeah.
Okay, I have seen that.
Yeah, I showed it to you because it means a lot to me. I think my last girlfriend before my wife made me take her to see it on a date night in like 1998. That sounds right. That's probably about when it came out. Oh, it's also got Jenna Elfman in it
Wait,
as an angel.
first we're learning that Brian had a girlfriend before his wife.
Congratulations, I guess.
People do that?
Some people, yeah. Just not everybody. I strongly encourage it.
Absolutely. Did you need any squad green?
Not yet. I've used up my quota. This speed paint is just going to be a little tough because I'm half an hour in and all I've done is, well, not speed paint exactly, but I had hoped to like start and finish this mini on the stream, but it's taken me so long to do the primer that I'm not sure that I can achieve that goal. I was using too small of a brush for the first primer coat, which I only realize now.
That back was a little rough. But it's okay. It's good enough.
We'll get through.
And this one's not for competition or anything. It's just for
funsies.
for funsies. All right, that's fine. There we go.
All right. Thank you. So, pro tip, something that I learned today. I went to go fill up. I prefer my coffee iced. The coffee does not, the hotel does not have iced coffee that's like available for free in the cafeteria, and I'm not going to pay like for Starbucks iced coffee. I'm not picky about my coffee. I just prefer it cold. But I'll drink whatever. Anyway, so Eric had very kindly brought up coffee for me as requested. That was hot, and not only is it hot, which I generally don't like from the hotel, it's so hot that only 90-year-old dudes can drink it straight. You know what I mean? Like the type that just their mouth is just lined with asbestos. So, which good for them, first of all. Second of all, great. I went to go grab some ice to add to my travel mug of coffee, and the free breakfast thing was closing down, so they didn't have very much ice left in the machine. So I was like, oh, I'll just use this for the water cup then. So our rinse cups are cold water, which Eric informed me is no good because it'll just make your paint dry faster. So that's something I learned today. Don't use cold water in your rinse cup.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think that's like a paint thing. I think that's just general. Like if you're transporting a heart, are you keeping it in hot water or are you putting it in an ice bath?
Ice.
Yeah.
So what does that have to do with paint? Because for a heart, you want it to be ice.
Because that preserves it. Keeps it chunky.
But this is a rinse cup. I'm rinsing things. If I wanted to add water to something, I'd use the water dropper, which is by definition room temperature water.
If you were to wash this one of the paint trays
Yeah,
in the sink,
I would use hot water
why would you use hot water?
because I don't want my hands to get cold.
Okay. Jerry Murphy, good morning. It's still morning, right? It is.
Good morning, Jerry. So nice to meet your friend Hannah last night. Okay, Always grab coffee from the day before and shove it in the mini fridge for iced coffee. So, yes, I could do that, but I didn't plan ahead. At home, I just do cold brew, so I have like a big jug thing and I make a bunch of coffee at once and then just drink it over a couple of days, and then when that one's done, I put the next one in the fridge. So I've got a system, and when my system is interrupted, chaos. Now you know.
So how'd you get coffee this morning?
Here's the thing. I had a meeting on Thursday, our first day here, at 8:15 local time, which bummed me out because I usually wake up at about 9:30 in the morning. So I woke up at 6:30 so that I could like shower and get ready for the day, and then we could come downstairs and have breakfast, and then I could go back upstairs, prep for my meeting, and have my meeting. And then that worked so successfully because it was like 10 a.m. by the time I finished up working, and it was like, oh my God, there's like a whole day left. Did you know this? Like if you wake up early, there's like so much more day to be had. It's crazy. I had never experienced this before. So we did it again the next day so that I could get some work done early in the day because I'm working, but you know, on vacation kind of. So that was Friday. So Thursday and Friday I woke up at 6:30 a.m., which to me is the middle of the night. I know that other people wake up at different times. I think that's great. That's not how I do it, and that's fine. For me, it was waking up 3 hours early, which is unpleasant. So this morning, I decided, one, I don't usually eat breakfast. So two, why am I going to wake up early, which I don't like to do, on vacation, rude, to eat breakfast that I probably am not going to like. So Eric woke up at 6:30 or something dumb.
Yeah.
And came downstairs, had his little brekkies, went to the gym, did his little workout, and then, as requested, brought me 2 cups of the strong coffee to just sit in the room for, 4 hours until I woke up. My alarm went off at...
How are you doing?
My alarm went off at 9:30. Eric had come into the room to wake me up at 9. Not to wake me up, but just to like sit next to me and talk to me, which he does every morning, hoping that I'll just wake up. And then it's like, oh, you're awake now? I laid in bed until 9:30, and then I hit snooze once so I could keep interneting. And then I got up. And then I took a shower, and I brushed my teeth, and I poured my coffee over ice. It was still hot.
Yeah.
And that's how I got coffee this morning.
It's absurdly hot.
You're right. Their mouths are lined with sadness and no nerves.
What?
Old men who can drink coffee at that temperature. 90-year-olds. They're lined.
I missed it. Okay.
Yeah. I read it, and it was funny, and then I think I forgot to say it out loud.
I think that's what happened.
Sorry. But you're absolutely right. It's not just asbestos. It's sadness and no nerves. Also, I mean, at this point in time, I think an 80 to 90-year-old probably smoked 3 packs a day for some period of time. Obviously, in the future, that won't be a true generalization for 80 to 90-year-olds living at any given moment, but I think that's still true today. You know how, like, people who smoke a whole lot, when the food is set in front of them, they just dump salt and dump pepper on their food because that's the only way that they can taste something? That's my generalization. I don't know if that's necessarily true. That I can understand. Your taste buds are dulled. But the heat? Something about it. I don't know.
The coffee?
Yeah, like, you need extra salt and pepper that would blow out somebody else's palate. Fine. Being able to drink something molten hot. I don't know. Jerry, how are you today? Are you painting anything? What are you working on? Not necessarily right now, but like what's in your paint queue?
Hopefully a frog.
I mean, that's always my hope. Did Jerry submit anything to the Spud Club painting challenge? I'm sorry to hear that. Well, I look forward to seeing what you submit next time.
Me too.
Just trying to dry my mini. That looks really good. All right. when it comes time to paint, I'm gonna just pick out. I said this, an hour ago, 35 minutes ago. But I will be using the Army Painter Speed Paint Starter Set that Eric recently got. I watched our friends paint with it last night, and Eric painted the base of what he's currently working on with it. And I was so impressed and amazed by what they were able to paint in half an hour. It looks really, really good. So this will be my first time using speed paints.
Yep, you got it. Think Citadel contrast paints.
So speed paint is to facial tissue as contrast paint is to Kleenex.
Yeah.
Great. All right, I'm gonna need green for the skin.
So that green, there's only one green in there, and it's very green.
Every time SPCC, pangs of guilt and regret. No guilt or regret needed. No guilt or regret intended. We're always excited to see what you paint because it's so fun. And I just love seeing what people paint.
Yeah.
So, never intend. Not a guilt and shame. Eric might be kind of a little bit, but it's not actually meant to make you feel bad. I hope it doesn't. It's like Midwest mom guilt and shame. Guess where you learned it? Too many things this month. Both kids going to college. Only got a mini prime this month. Both kids going to college. That's so exciting. Congratulations to you and to both of them. I remember talking on Friday night paint nights about your first kid going to college, and I didn't realize just how quickly the second one would be going to school too. I hope they're feeling excited and good about it. All right, this needs 1 more minute to dry, and I have now had 2 cups of strong coffee, so I'll be right back.
Yeah, you have.
How's my breath?
Oh, I'm talking about your energy. You're tuned up a little bit.
I also slept the amount of time that I'd like to sleep, so compared to the last 2 days, I'm back. Okay. I'm gonna leave my purse here.
Yeah. Okay, now that we're alone. Yeah, here's how we're looking. We're gonna clean them up with a wash on there too. Started clean up for September. Eldritch Galaxy. It's gonna be a good one. Excited to see what you have. All internalized guilt and regret. I am my own Midwestern mom. Yeah, totally. I believe it. Do, 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 do. We're gonna try some holly berry. I will tell you though, I do miss my regular setup, but there is something simple about just having the webcam. So it's all you need to worry about. I don't need to worry about am I blocking the overhead shot with my big old noggin or anything like that. We've got a minor clog issue, and as Julie said, don't have a pokey tool. There we go. So with this, I'm trying for just like big, huge, bold, blocky, chunky color. I don't know if that's the right structure or not, but that's what we're going for. Give him a red hat. Nice, I painted my last stone golem to look exactly like the book art. Turned out shockingly accurate. That's cool. All the other stone golems I have are just like carved stone, like gray or brown or tan or whatever. But they don't have any color on them. So this one I wanted to branch out a little bit. See how it goes, you know. I think it'll be okay. One thing I do miss about the setup is I didn't get my music set up, so we don't have like our Spotify or whatever playing. Guess who's back?
It me.
Bold is beautiful, Eric. Go big.
You are your own Midwestern mom.
Yeah.
Good for you. Can't wait to see what you do for September, Jerry. Super excited about it.
I think Eldritch Galaxy is a pretty fun theme.
Yeah, I agree. Speaking of Eldritch, we just leveled up in the campaign that we're playing right now, and I'm a bard. I'm a College of Spirits bard, and we just hit level 8, and I was able to take a feat, so I got Warcaster?
No, Magic Initiate.
Magic Initiate, which means...
No. Spell Sniper. You took Spell Sniper.
Took Spell Sniper, and I added Eldritch Blast to my cantrips, and because we're a small party, we're 3 people, so it's a fighter.
Yep.
And
A Battle Master, our College of Spirits bard, and a Moon Chaser Ranger, one of the FryMinis subclasses.
And so I heal a lot because we're a small party. So usually I'm using my spell slot for a healing word or something like that while I'm standing in the back and my party's up front being big, strong people. So I use that, and then my cantrips that I had up until that point were Vicious Mockery, which like a classic, but I feel so useless doing that. And
Sapping Sting.
thank you, Sapping Sting, which if it succeeds, your target drops prone, which is obviously great for the 2 melee people who are on my team, but it's just, 2d4, and I always seem to roll 1, so like doing 2 damage at a time just hurts my soul.
Well, plus a d6.
Now plus a d6. So anyway, I just took Eldritch Blast, and I'm so excited to have my 2 Eldritch Blasts just obliterating
And it's got a 240-foot range and ignores 1/2 and 3/4 cover.
Yeah. We have that sweet con background noise, Daly says.
Oh, yeah, that's fair. That's a good point. Now, you know what? We need to read the specific language on your...
I didn't mean to bump into you.
No,
It just feels
just
so
your
far away.
intense face as you were... Whatever.
Oh.
We need to read the specific language on that D6.
It's when I cast a spell through my spellcasting focus, so I didn't think that cantrips got the d6 added to it.
Yes, a cantrip is a spell. It's functionally a level 0 spell.
Sure. Okay.
So it's not when you cause damage with it. So it's not per hit. It's when you cast. So it's only 1d6.
And I've only ever rolled it once.
Well, that's what I'm saying we need to read, because Eldritch Blast is 2
Oh, I see what you mean.
damage instances.
Got it. Okay, I thought you were saying we need to read it because I might have been using it wrong,
No.
which is not a surprise.
The opposite.
All right. I'm getting ready to start painting. It tells me that when you paint back to front, so like the base level or low to high.
Yeah, like skin, then shirt, then the armor on top of it.
Got it. So, going in with the green.
And you don't have to. That's just...
Well,
the
no,
safest.
that's honestly the easiest too, because I've got an apron to paint, and my gut tells me to paint it white and then add a little like fish gut blood juice to it, but there's no white in here. I guess pallid bone is the closest that I'll get. And then I need some silvery colors, I need browns, and I'm just not sure what other... Because I'm using the speed paints and they're a limited color scheme, there's like one of each kind of shade. I'm confident in this green. The other colors I'm going to use, I don't know yet. So we'll see how this looks. But each Eldritch Blast counts individual attacks, so wouldn't you be able to count the bonus on both?
Right, that's what I'm saying. We need to read the exact language on it. And we just haven't worried about it because it hasn't.
Yeah, we just leveled up on Monday, and we won't play again until next Monday. We're taking this Monday off. All right, before I use this first speed paint, any pro tips?
Make sure your primer's 100% dry.
It feels dry.
Okay.
Oh! It was on too thick, and I scraped some of the primer off his bun.
In that case,
I might just put a little tattoo there.
yeah, that's fine.
Should I wait again?
No, just go for it.
If something bad happens, I know where to get another one of these minis. I just got another email in Portuguese because someone in Brazil believes that they have my Gmail address. They do not. It's initials and numbers, so it's not like my name. So it's easy enough to get confused, but at least once a month I get some sort of email of like FIFA or like a sketchy music service or something like that that is clearly meant for someone named Jow. There are similarities to that because someone I love very much has a popular name, and the other people who have his name don't always do it right, and he gets emails about their car payments or job offers.
Like real info.
Yeah.
Like one of the other Eric Fries has like works at McDonald's, and I get like his like employment stuff, his shift schedules, and like not just use this email.
Yeah, it's not a throwaway.
Yeah.
That has only happened to me once, and the other person with my name was kind enough to call me because my phone number, it was like a referral for a job someone was applying for, and the other me was kind enough to call and just say, you know, this seems important, so I wanted to be sure that it got to the right version of us, and also I'm getting married soon and I won't need this email address, so I can give it to you if you want it because it's a more convenient version. She didn't follow through on that, and I don't blame her. That's totally fine because obviously I believe in keeping your name if that's what you want. I mean, like, whatever. I don't hold it against her that she didn't follow through on that, but I do wonder what happened. What changed her mind?
Yeah, I get like their kids' schools emails from the teachers and stuff, and I call these people, like whenever there's off chance that there's a phone number of like the teacher, I call and I'm like, hey, here's the situation. I get that you can't put me in contact with them, but tell them, like, use your right email. This is not.
And it's all the time.
But I've had Gmail since high school. So, and it was when it was sign up only beta. Mm-hmm. So what was that, 2003? I don't know.
Brag.
Oh my God. 2000, if it really was 2003.
Coming up on 20 years.
That's wild.
Yep. We're so old.
We are so old. Whip so old.
I don't know that one. I have a D&D.
Whip so cold.
Oh. I have a D&D log jam right now, running a game tonight, playing in a game tomorrow afternoon, running another game Monday night, and then running the secondary school D&D portion of the gaming club Wednesday. Whoa. That is a log jam.
When I have a log jam, it's usually resolved in the bathroom.
Every 2 hours.
I'm funny. Oh, you want a hot dog?
No.
Embassy Suites, home of the world famous hot dog.
$4 hot dog. My wife has had the same AOL email since 1997. First of all, good for her. Second of all, yeah, I had to ditch the emails that I was using before Gmail because it was JC's Girl for NSYNC and Wallflower for the Wallflowers with some numbers, of course. But
My first email was my EverQuest character, Tolden EQ at hotmail.com. That was my first email address ever. I don't think I ever closed it, but I'm sure it's like timed out or
yeah, I mean, I would have to hope that my Wallflower account is long gone.
something. At least you are regular. For the logjam.
Yeah. Okay, so far, super impressed with contrast paints.
With what?
Speed paint. Thank you.
Yeah, it's looking good. And that green is a good green, but it's very clearly that green
Yeah,
that there's not a lot of wiggle room with it.
I agree with you. I feel that way about the Citadel contrast paints that you have, though.
I agree. And so it turns into, if you're a person that knows contrast paints, you know them when you see them.
Yeah.
It's just like, oh, okay.
I think something that I'm a little bit worried about is that I feel like I'm seeing a lot of my brush strokes with this, which maybe it's just because
Oh, then if you're seeing brush strokes, it means you don't have enough paint on your brush.
Okay.
And your brush is fairly small there for contrast or any contrasty paints.
Okay. I will use a bigger brush then.
It's not like prohibitive or anything.
Well, sure, but I don't like the way it's looking. So
Yeah.
I just feel like I also don't want to put too much paint on it because it's so watery and so bold that you can't.
That's the danger.
And it also bubbles really easily. I don't know if, again, that's just like my technique isn't good.
I noticed that when I use this, and I think contrast paints have a good bubbly amount, but I think this is more bubbly. But it's okay. Yeah, when I think of email addresses from days gone by, I'm amazed by her foresight to use a grown-up address.
Yeah.
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 Back when I worked retail and we would have like customers put their addresses in and stuff, and they would be like,
Hot Mama 48.
yeah. Like, no joke.
I know. I remember hearing about them. You don't have to play with it a ton either. Letting it do its job is a big learning curve in speed and contrast paints. Thank you so much. That's good advice.
Which of the speed paints is your favorite, Brian? I didn't know you've tried them. Do you just have the same starter set, or do you buy individuals? Or the big box?
Big box. I don't know about this, y'all.
What do you mean?
I'm not happy with this right now.
The application, the color, the mini.
The application.
Well, that's okay, like you said.
I know where to get another one.
Yeah, and actually, because I think they ran out of the minis you're supposed to get for the punch cards.
Oh.
So that's why I think they were saying just pick a random.
Oh.
So you can probably
Okay.
just pick that.
I did get the starter set. I have several Citadel contrast paints as well. To be honest, I hate the glossy finish on both and rarely use them. It's distinct for sure.
Yeah, I think. I've only used a handful, 3 now of the speed paints, and I think the contrast paints are glossier.
This frog has a weird saggy side boob. It's odd. Wow. That looks great.
Thanks. Oh my god. I tried. Y'all can't say I didn't try.
I also find myself doing a not insignificant amount of cleanup on this because the paint is so runny. So again, a learning curve. I really like the way that the other people at our table last night, our friends' minis turned out when they painted them. So I completely believe this is user error. Or the learning curve, like you said. So
Cursed gold.
he brought it just to rub it in my face that I'm not allowed to use it.
Yeah. You know that Eric Fry guy, big turd.
So we've discussed with your regularity.
I agree. The contrast paints are super shiny. Army Painter made an effort to try and get less of that shine. It is still there. I do agree. But like the blue, I tried the blue, the High Lord blue, and that was glossier than this is the hardened leather and pallid bone, and I think that's like 1% shiny. So I'm a-okay with those. I think these are great. Got 3 bottles of cursed gold, and I also hoard it like a big dragon. It's the best gold, period.
I look for it here every year just in case I can buy one. And like Eric, I can't keep secrets. I mean, Eric is really bad at secrets,
Yeah.
but it's my dream to have just like 6 of them and to just keep using them and never tell Eric and see if he even notices. Like just solid gold minis. Like buy our Beatrice for myself
Oh my
and
God.
paint it cursed gold. See if he notices.
Well, you would need to use the airbrush for that, and
Well, no, I'd just go through 25 bottles of it.
all right. I don't think you know how thick it is.
I got cursed gold money. You know what it is? I feel like painting with contrast paints is like coloring with markers. The direction that you paint shows, and it doesn't layer very well. Like you can't go over the same area twice.
I am absolutely shocked at how popular these hot dogs are.
I wonder if the food trucks aren't coming this year. Or if people just don't know that there are going to be other options.
Yeah, I don't know.
So they expected there to be food here, and it's just not worth leaving the hotel to go find something. I do like blue tones in Pirate Gold as well, but Cursed Gold is tops. Tops.
I really appreciate that I'm not the only person that loves Cursed Gold. I didn't know this.
Yeah, no, I think this is great. Another thing you two have in common. It's super sweet.
Yeah.
I just heard somebody make the cutest little...
I thought that was Mario.
Okay, I couldn't tell if it was a person or a sound effect. So that's what I was looking around for. How did you guys meet Hannah? So we were set up painting with our friends last night at a big, like, 8-top table, and it was just 4 of us. And Hannah came over to just see what we were painting, and Eric invited her to sit down, and she took a seat, and then we just chitter-chattered. She showed us pictures of her cats, which I liked very much, and told us about Ohio, where she's from. Eric's from Michigan, so there's like a whole thing there. And then talked about, yeah, how she likes to paint.
Snakes.
And yeah, talked about snakes in Ohio. And as soon as she said she was from Minnesota,
I was talking about Spud Club.
got it.
And then when I said, uh-oh, hey, Daly, look at all this guy. He's chatting. That's all him talking.
Be a lot cooler if you were here. I understand why you're not here, but I'm just disappointed. I'm
Yeah.
not mad. I'm disappointed.
I am mad.
No, disappointed.
I'm neutral, to be honest.
Well, you got that covered. So we're pincer maneuver.
Like you could have ribbons.
That's true. Are they down at the floor yet?
He said,
I've
damn.
got so much further to go.
I know.
I'm getting
And you're
there,
still
though.
very impressive. Yeah. See, exactly. So close.
He said,
Very
damn,
nice.
Joel, why you hurt me so bad?
I don't know. I just spent like $1,000, so
On anything
I'm really
good?
hurting myself bad. You got to come over here and say hi to Daly. He said hi.
Yeah, no pressure. But
Hi,
you're
Daly.
welcome.
Wish you were here, bud. Have a good one.
Yeah. Good to see you.
Good to see you.
Yeah, what are we working on today?
We're doing a like a Central American themed stone golem.
Oh, there you have it.
And I'm doing a frog chef.
What could possibly go wrong?
Starter paints. Speed paints.
See you later.
You guys are killing it.
Yeah. That was fun.
Very.
Oh, I said Spud Club, and then she was like, Spud
yeah.
Club.
She said she'd heard of it before.
Yeah. She's like, do you know, is there a Spud Club person in Minnesota? And we're like, what?
If in the entire state of Minnesota, there are 3 people who all know each other, I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm not sure what to say.
And we talked about Miniac, too.
Yes.
Because there's a Duchess. Somebody painted up a Duchess.
As a character from Bridgerton, Lady Danbury. So many good souls in one space. That's about us at the con, not Minnesota, I think. Could be both, but I think that's what
No,
you
it's
were
not
referencing.
Minnesota.
I got nothing against Minnesota. Actually, I don't know that I've ever been.
I've got one thing against Minnesota. He's not watching, but his name's Patrick.
Oh, yeah. Tubin, wow, actually managed to catch y'all live. Love your content. Thank you so
Oh,
much.
hey, thanks. Are you going to enter the Spud Club Painting Challenge for September? It's free to enter. Eldritch Galaxy. We had, spoiler alert, we had one free entry for August. We recently opened it up to make it free. We were thinking we were going to get a bunch of entries.
You know, we're still building the brand.
Yeah, I've been told by a lot of people, oh, I'd love to enter it, but I don't want to be a patron. And now I know niceties. Alright, so we gave him golden bracers too. If we find her, again, we'll ask her.
Ooh, yeah, we'll ask.
Here, we're going to give him little golden ankles too.
Kinkles. Gankles?
The opposite. These are dedicated knobs of bone or stone. All right. Got one more thing I want to do here. I think I'm going to call that and just do a wash on them from here. What do you think?
Yeah. I would gladly do a close review of it to make sure that you've got all the consistency down.
Yeah.
Like if there's anything you okay. Great.
So I brought one wash. I know we have our super washes upstairs. But we're going to use everybody's favorite, Strong Tone. Did you want to steal any cursed gold while we're here?
No, I'm not allowed to use it.
Oh my god. And then once I'm done with the wash, I'm good for now. What are you thinking?
That's fine. My dreams of getting this all painted on one stream have been dashed, so I might as well make it 2 or 5.
Tune band. Stuck prepping for a Fane of the Night Serpent session,
Ooh.
and I have a bajillion Yonti to paint. We'll paint one of them like a galaxy, and that fits Eldritch Galaxy theme. There you go. Like stars, you know, like make. And it's like it could be the Yonti god. Who was your patron when you were a Yonti warlock?
Yes. Zahir.
Zahir. Servant of Zahir.
Dengar the Starry Serpent.
Yeah. Dengar's the knight, the god, the main god for Yonti.
Oh.
But Zahir you wanted to be like stealthy poison, I think.
Yes.
So that's why we went with Zahir. But yeah, Dengar the Night Serpent.
Made sense at the time. And I stand by it. One of my favorite characters.
Yeah, she was great.
And she had an Eldritch Blast, which is when I first learned the power of Eldritch Blast. And, as I was just saying, I'm about to pick that up on my Bard. Well, I just picked it up on my Bard. We just haven't played level 8 yet.
So, one of the things that we don't know for sure, but is almost certain, with the next this update for D&D
Mm-hmm.
is Eldritch Blast to be just like a class feature, not a specific cantrip.
Huh.
Because it's not listed in the spell lists.
Sure.
And it gives a warlock a little bit of uniqueness.
Sure. That's great.
Because otherwise you end up in situations where bards pick it up.
Yeah, that's no good. Can you mix speed paints? Like
No.
blend colors?
Or, I mean, maybe. I've never done it.
Okay. Just curious.
Like, you can physically mix anything, of course.
Well, right, but does anyone know? Has anyone ever tried mixing, like, color blending speed paints?
So, Strong Tone is not the right call here.
Oh, I think it looks good.
Okay. We've just lost all the sandstoniness of it. But what are you going to do?
That's coffee number 2. Down.
So I didn't really have a breakfast, you know. It was just like a little bit.
Then why don't we get burgers for lunch? Because I'm not very hungry.
Perfect. You're not very hungry,
No.
but you want to eat a burger?
Well, wherever we go, you'll get a burger, and I'll get something less than a burger, which might just be French fries.
Gotcha. Also, this area is totally filling up with lunchtime rush people.
Yes, it is. How are the washes treating your AP speed paints? Are they reactivating?
Oh my god, yes they are.
That's what's happening. That's why he's so disappointed.
No, look, it's like pulling off paint that
yeah.
was dry. What the heck is this? And look at the blue.
Yep.
What?
Think it should be fine to mix with other speed paints. Thanks, Jerry. I'll test it out.
Toon Band, what do you know?
The joy of AP speed paint.
Oh my god. So you can't use 2 army painter paints together? And that was totally dry.
I'm not going to read the instructions.
Yeah,
Not that it matters,
no.
but they reactivate something crazy.
What a crazy situation. You have to be super, super careful. Yeah.
Now we know.
Oh, good thing this one didn't matter. Can you empty that out and then put the paint on the bottom?
Yeah. Just for a little bit of progress, I only got the green done on my butcher frog, and it's just,
Oh, there you go.
it's not what I want for myself. I'm not sure about this. I might finish it, but honestly, I think I will pick up a second frog and just do regular paint, because this is a mini I was excited to paint, and if speed painting, it was a risk. If speed painting went well, it would have been awesome, and I could have had a mini done.
Yeah.
But speed painting didn't go well, and now I'm not thrilled with a mini that I really liked. So it was a risk, as I said.
It's okay. It's $3.
It's $3.
Okay, so everybody, yeah, I think that's probably gonna wrap us up, and that'll probably be our last stream for ReaperCon, because we've got awards tonight, and we're gonna take a nap after dinner
Yes.
or after lunch,
Yes.
and then tomorrow morning, Sunday, it's pack up and leave day.
And we stopped at Buc-ee's on the way home to get breakfast brisket tacos and snacks.
Yeah.
For the 45-minute drive home. / just to have. There's not a Buc-ee's close to us, so.
Yeah. Well, close.
There's-
Did you understand what I was saying?
I did, but
Okay.
it worked fine. But it's okay.
Well, I'm trying not to.
I understand.
Thanks. Okay, so again, if you haven't already, please, of course, subscribe. Join us at Discord, discord.gg/FryMinis. Check us out, FryMinis.com. Join the Spud Club Painting Challenge. September is Eldritch Galaxy. I was working a little bit on our August winners this morning, but convention time, you know. Otherwise, wish us luck. Fingers crossed.
And go to ReaperCon.com to check out all of the entries in the MSP open paint, whatever, because it's really, really cool. I
Yep.
love looking at those.
Just you click up at the top the painting contest, and then click on 2022 entries.
Yeah.
All right, y'all. Thank you for hanging out.
Thanks so much.
We will see you later.